Hello and welcome. This is the Jammin Jukebox radio show, and I'm your host, DJ Delta Dawn. And oh my gosh, we are back from vacation. And if you caught our show last week, we did one show, believe it or not, one show. And it was live from the beach of Surfside Beach, South Carolina. We did a beach music show. It was awesome, and we had a great time. But we had a great week, and it was just so nice to get away with family and just an enjoyable time. And I hope that everyone out there had a great week as well. And also, I hope your week is starting off to a great start. And so it's just good to be back. We've got a whole week's worth of shows, and we're just really going to be jam-packed busy this week. So we're glad to be here with you. Happy Monday. It is a new week, and, Friday's coming. I'm always looking for Friday on Monday. I know a lot of people are as well. And tonight I'm really excited to be back, but I'm also excited because our guest tonight is just phenomenal, and we're just so thrilled that he could be with us tonight. He is an R&B hip-hop artist and is just really taking the music world by storm, the indie music world. He's making some serious noise on a lot of fronts and getting a lot of airplay, a lot of recognition. And he's just doing some great things. And his name is Trel Mack. And I am just so excited that he is actually going to be on our show with us tonight and talk a little bit about his label, his record label, which he co-founded, ske-records. And he's also currently working on a new album. And he's just, every time I turn around, my inbox is getting flooded with new music this guy is putting out. It's unbelievable. He's collaborating with people. He's writing his own. He's doing a lot of things. It makes my head spin to think about how busy he is. And I actually believe we have him on the line with us now. Hello, is this Trel?
Yeah, it's Trel. What's good?
Hey, what's going on?
Hey, not much, man. The grind. That's about it. What's going on with you?
We're back. We took a little time off last week, went down to the coast and enjoyed some sand and sun. It was great, man. And so glad to be back on the air tonight, and so glad that you could be here with us. Thank you so much for joining us.
No problem. It's a pleasure.
Well, I was just telling the listeners, I don't know if you heard as I was introing you. When I read your bio, I always get a lot of email on you. Stuff you're doing, and it makes my head spin. How in the world do you do it all? You just, it's amazing. You've got a record label, and you've got so many things going on.
Well, first off, I just want to give a big shout out to my team. Q the question, been around with me since day 1, 2006, when we started ske-records. It really comes down to really having a good team, some people around that really believe in your craft and believe in what you do. And, you believe it or not, things can become very easy for you. There was a lot of, stress that was taken off my back when I got my new manager to come on board. Of course, Q the question, handling the PR for me. Then we have DJ YRS Jersey that does promotions for me as well. So that's just less stuff I have to do, so I can just focus on the creative side of things. And so I'm just grateful about that.
Well, most definitely. Can you hear me okay?
I hear you good.
Okay, good. I had a call come in, and I hit the wrong button, and so I didn't know if I would switch back over. But in any way, I know your team is so good about promoting you. They do an outstanding job, and it really does, I'm sure, make all the difference in terms of the music that you're able to make. And that's why every time I turn around, Q's sending me something new. Check this out from Trel, and it blows my mind because there's a lot of indie artists that are out there, and it's all they can do to put out 1 or 2 songs, a year. But you are just on it, man, and so kudos to you. Now, I want to talk a little bit about your music because I think we kind of got to back up a little bit and talk a little bit about how you kind of got involved in the music scene. What drew you to it?
Well, I've always been a fan of music just growing up, man. I just love I have like a natural feeling and natural a gift that I found later on in life, pretty much through being a recording artist. But I always loved music, especially being around my grandfather. And, the old heads in the family or whatever. They used to play the oldies and stuff like that. So I love a lot of oldies music too. But as far as me getting into the hip hop, first off, I'm a huge Tupac fan. One of my favorite rappers of all time, hands down. Just listening to a lot of his records always sparked some type of interest in me doing rap. I used to always recite his lyrics and stuff like that, just rap all his songs, 'cause I used to know all his songs and things. But as far as really getting into it, I remember, just growing up in the neighborhood, people would be rapping and doing music like that. There's one guy that I don't really mention that often because it's definitely back in the history of really when I started getting interest in music. But growing up, I had to be around, 8 years old. And I'm just experimenting at this point. I'm really just, seeing everybody else doing. I'm just throwing words together, and you're not really thinking of nothing of it. This guy named Chase the Model. He was actually a next door neighbor to where I used to live with my aunt back in the day, and he used to do music. And I used to think he was like so great, so he was pretty much somebody I looked up to. Even going further down the line, again, like I said, it was just something that kind of like naturally just crept up on me as I just trying to find myself in the career-wise as far as music is concerned, being a recording artist. Like 2006, 2007 is when I really started doing it professionally, like putting out, quality music, going to the recording studio, starting to look for marketing plans and, hooking up with the homie Q. He putting out the music to all the publications that he had ties with. And from there, it was kind of like, it was starting to become a building process with my first project, Mack of the Year, which also dropped in 2007 in September. It was a great experience for me. Got a lot of great feedback. A lot of people was feeling the music, and it was something that pretty much confirmed everything from there was to keep on pushing, and I could even get better with time.
Mhm. And it's amazing because it really does. All that consistency and all that pushing that you've done, it really does show in your music, the product that you put out. Your stuff is just really good. And when I first listened to your stuff, I was just, like, blown away because I was like, wow, this guy, he should have already been out on a major record label. Like, we should have been hearing you on the radio a long time ago, my friend. Your stuff is, it not only is good, the music speaks to you. And I love the fact that you've kind of got that old, R&B, old school kind of, mix kind of infused in your sound because it's indicative that, that's kind of what you grew up on and you listen to. I love that. And I love that the fact that so many artists like you are really trying to get back to that R&B feel, yet they're trying to incorporate their own sound, modern sound of today. And it's creating a brand new, I think, wave of music out there that we've never heard before. It's really good stuff.
Yeah, and it really, like I said, just me being myself, like you said before, just something I used to grow up on, there's a very soulful music. So you can really find that a lot of my music that you can just feel it, because like you said, it actually speaks to you. And when I put down my verses, when I write down my lyrics, it's coming from the soul, it's coming from my heart. So that's what speaks to me before I even write down a single word. So I can understand where you're coming from when you say it speaks to you, and that's what I really hope for my music to do, is to actually to speak to people. Hopefully they can relate to someone, throughout their day, make somebody's day feel better, But, yeah, I love what I'm doing. I'm loving the direction that I'm going as far as music and my creative ability, and I'm definitely looking to do some more great things within the future.
Well, and I can believe it. It's amazing to listen to you talk about your background and how you, kind of where you came from and what you were exposed to growing up, and how, you kind of put together a whole plan of action of how you wanted to take it step by step, and it's led you to where you are today. And a couple of songs that I got recently from Q that I just went crazy over. One of the ones, which happens to be my personal favorite, is Dreams of a Winter, featuring Shaun Chrisjohn. And talk a little bit about that song. What is every song tells a story. What is the story or the meaning behind that song? Because I really love that song, which, by the way, I'm going to play it a little bit later in the show.
Okay, well, if you didn't know, like I said, 2006, 2007, 2008 was pretty much, we could say, well, I won't really say my prime per se, but we was actually moving very quickly as far as getting to that next level, to that pinnacle point where as though pretty much fostered on a major label. But 2008, I decided to take another road. Unfortunately, I had to stop music for a while, to take care of family, to take care of personal issues. And, it really got to me. It was really tough not being able to do something that I love to do, because once that's taken away from you, it's like, what else you really got left? But
right.
Pretty much the song Dreams of a Winter pretty much talks about that little hiatus I took and let people know, how I felt and how I'm back now, and I'm ready to show the world that I'm here to stay, because music is something that I love to do. It's in me. So naturally it's not going anywhere. So I just think, 2012 was the perfect time to put that record out. As soon as I got the wait a minute, let me give a big shout out to Tony Sway for providing the production. He did an excellent job on the production. But when I got that record from home, I immediately knew what to say on it. It kind of clicked onto me just like that. And it took me no time to write that record, because when you got music that's coming from your heart, it's real easy to do. So I got the record. I probably done a song within 15 minutes. It's probably one of the quickest songs I ever wrote, ever. Usually it could take, depending on the situation or depending on the inspiration that's around at the time, it could take, sometimes it'd take, 2 hours to write a song, 3 days, maybe even weeks. You never know, you just never know. But that was one of the quickest songs that I ever written. And like I said, it kind of just spilled right out, because it was the feeling that I had of leaving music and being able to come back and let you know I'm dreaming to become this winner, as far as pursuing my dreams and being able to reach that dream.
Well, when I first heard that song, the first thing I thought about was, gosh, what a great anthem for, kids, school-age kids who are out there, they've got dreams, and they're trying to figure out what they want to do with their lives. That song is so inspiring because, it's about something that happened in your personal life, but so many people can identify with it because, it speaks to so many people. It spoke to me. We all have dreams. And I think you hit the nail on the head when you wrote the song, because the words really do speak to that, if you're going to dream it, you have to dream it kind of into existence to make it happen. And then you got to get on it. And I was just thinking, wow, what a great song that speaks to so many different age levels, so many different generations, and just the people as a whole, for so many different reasons, So that was just brilliant, and I just absolutely love the song.
Thanks a lot.
Now, you wrote another song called "I'm Still Here," and that was featuring R&B singer Kenji Morris. And you have collaborated with some really amazing artists. That have really done some big things in the world of music, and you're just putting out some awesome stuff. But talk a little bit about that song, "I'm Still Here," because that again was another one of those that just kind of spoke,
Yeah, exactly. So I'm still here. Again, it really talks about, my life, things I've seen just coming up, and just trials and tribulations I've been through. And it pretty much just talks about that and letting people know that I'm still here. It never really took me down. Sometimes just in general, just as being a human being, we get discouraged. Sometimes we get let down. We have people that have put us down, and sometimes it puts you in this box. It puts you in this box where, you're non-existent to the world anymore because of emotions and because of what's going on in the outside world and what you're thinking in your mind. But the song pretty much talks about letting people know I'm still here, even though it might seem as though that I'm not existing in my own right, meaning that I might not appear to what people want me to be, but I'm still here. You see what I'm saying? and I never let that, and it's not something that I let people, take me down or the setbacks and things like that. So it pretty much shows and displays that I'm still existent and I'm still going to keep on pushing no matter what's coming to me.
Yeah, and again, that's just another brilliant song because, I can think of times in my own life when I said, well, I'm still here after something major happened, and so many people say that, and when you can say that after you've been through something that's really trying and a major tribulation in your life, I mean, that's a real testament to the strength that you have as a result of going through it and how you came through it and that you wouldn't give up, And so, again, that's another one of those songs that just speaks to people. And that's the thing I love about your writing style, because you are just not an artist out here just putting anything out there. I mean, you're really putting out stuff that not only means something to you, but has great meaning and, speaks to so many people. It's not exclusive of Trel Mack, and that's what's so awesome about your music.
Right. I definitely appreciate it. Again, just like, let me just say this. Just like Dreams of a Winner, still hearing a lot of the other records from Inspired by Greatness EP, it was pretty much, because in the past, I would say, the first two projects, Mack of the Year and the new Dynasty, it was music. And it wasn't bad music, but it wasn't the music that pretty much told the story. A lot of people knew that I knew how to rap. It displayed my talent. It displayed where the idea of where I was trying to go musically, as far as bringing great music to the industry, but didn't really tell my story. Those two projects, that's what they were missing, and that's what the fans was missing out of me. So they was, who is Trel Mack? What are the things that you like? What have you been through? So me just being a positive person, being a very inspirational person, being inspired by things that are great. This project, Inspired by Greatness, that I released last year, pretty much displays that, it pretty much shows my story and what I've been through, what I've seen other people went through over a period of time, and pretty much hopefully and make it an inspiration to others and let people know that, even though you're going through these tough times or, whatever the case may be, you can still get through it. And that's what I want people to hear when they play it out their systems.
And that's so well said. I mean, that is giving your fans, the opportunity to kind of get to know you on a personal level to a certain extent, But at the same time, I mean, you're kind of a diverse artist because you can rap, you've got the R&B thing going on. I mean, and that's so awesome because, it just really expands your creativity in terms of what you can do when you put out music. And that's unique as well because a lot of artists, are kind of confined to the one thing that they do. And they don't,
right.
They're not multilateral. And they've got that one thing they're really talented at. But as far as trying to branch out from that, it's very difficult for them. But it's just like you seem to be the whole package. You just got it. You've got so many different things you can pull from talent-wise to make your music the best that it can be. And the fans, I'm sure really appreciate that because with them, they, I just know when I get new stuff from, that you put out. It's just like, I wonder what this is going to sound like. It's something new and different, and the fans really get excited about that, I'm sure.
Right. And you know what? Again, it really comes with, just pretty much giving like you said, giving the full package, being able to make music for everybody. And that's really what I try to do. So that's why I'm not really confined to one style of music. I love to experiment to a certain extent. I try not to go too left field where it doesn't make sense anymore, but I will I will at least try anything once musically, and try to put some type of creative twist to it where it do sound like it's coming from Trel Mack, with not compromising, my true artistry or whatever. But like I said, I just love to experiment. I write R&B music as well. And like I said, from me coming from a soulful background when it comes to being a fan of music in general, it definitely sets a great tone in what I'm trying to do. Just for instance, I made a few other records in the studio a couple, I'd say like a week ago. I got some other new music that I'm working on, and just being able to go in the studio and just hear different things that, you know, probably the R&B songwriter would hear inside of a rap song. It makes a big difference as far as vocal arranging and tucking stuff in the background of the vocals and stuff like that to make it more brighter and more bigger. It's always fun. I love it. I love doing that part because it always takes you out of that box that your original voice is pretty much displaying, and then put it somewhere else where you could capture ears of a great deal of people that just love music.
Yeah, and I know for you, it's got to be just a thrill when you get inside that studio. I mean, that's got to be like a natural high, you know, because in there creating and putting it out there, knowing that you're getting ready to put something new out. And to me, that would just be the biggest rush, you know, to go in the studio. I mean, it's one thing to hear your product out and being played on stations, but to be in that studio creating and producing and making it happen, that would just get my blood going, you know, because that's just such a huge thing. Now, speaking of the studio, you know, you were a huge fan of Tupac. If you had the opportunity to collaborate, because you have collaborated with some different folks, but if you had the chance to collaborate, who would you really like to collaborate with on a future album or a record?
One guy I'm really loving right now in the music industry is Kendrick Lamar, because he kind of like really captured that feeling, bring it back that feeling to music. You know, with his project that he just came out with. So that's one of the guys I'm really looking to work with as far as artists is concerned. Drake is another guy I definitely want to work with. He's another awesome recording artist that does a lot of great things. And I can hear in his music he doesn't sound like anybody else. He has this very distinctive way of doing hip-hop and R&B as well, in that fact, and putting those things together. Wiz Khalifa, he's definitely a great artist. I listen to his music. Q the Question is actually a big fan of Wiz Khalifa, so just being around Q, you know, he definitely put me on to other different artists that he think I should listen to, and he's definitely one of the guys that I think is great. Another one is Big Crit. I know if you never heard about him, but he's a artist on the Def Jam that's doing great. He makes great music. He got a lot of soul in his music, and I think me and him doing a collaboration will really be something epic, because he also captured exactly what I was looking for as in terms of having that soulful sound, but it's still modern. You know what I mean, to today's music. And T.I. is another one. So it's just a few artists that I want to work with. For producer-wise, I want to get a chance to work with Dr. Dre, Ryan Leslie. I definitely want to work with Ryan Leslie, man, because he's just a phenomenal producer. I mean, like I even started doing producing myself as far as making beats, and so I'm kind of experimenting with that right now and trying to feel my way around there. But just watching Ryan Leslie put together a beat or a great production is like phenomenal, and just watching it on YouTube is so inspirational, because this one guy plays every single instrument, not using the digital stuff, but he's playing every single instrument. You know, the piano, he uses the bong, he using, you know, all these instruments to make a beat. But it's all real instruments, though. It's all real instrumentation. So it's kind of like, wow, you know. You know, just to name a few. Just to name a few.
And it's funny because those that you mentioned, I could see you collaborating with. You know, for all, I mean, I'm just thinking about how your musical style is and how, you know, it's got that diversity to it because you're so multi-talented. And then to put it with the likes of Drake or Wiz Khalifa or some of those people, it would just be epic. I mean, it would be unbelievable. And I hope you get to. I hope, Q will send me stuff, and I'll look and open it up and go, oh, my gosh, featuring Drake. Oh, my. That would be too cool, man. So, and it will happen because you are an awesome artist. You are well on your way. I mean, you've already been doing some great things in the few years that you've been out and about doing this. And you're just getting stronger and better with every song. It's just really incredible, the stuff that you put out, and the fact what your music, how it speaks to people. That's the main thing. I mean, I think I've had many artists say to me, I can write many songs, but if I've got a song that speaks to someone, I feel like I'm in the right business, I'm doing the right thing, I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And that is really what music is all about, It is a universal language, even if we speak different languages ourselves, it is the one thing that unifies people unlike anything else. So you're doing a great thing. I'm really, really impressed with your music. I'm impressed with your style. And as far as our show here, we will continue to play your music and also feature it on our radio station as well. So we'll be giving you all the support we can. Now, forthcoming, do you have any upcoming performances that people need to know about, so they can come check you out, or are you just in the studio right now? What's going on with you?
Yeah, right now I'm in the studio cooking up some new music, just coming up with ideas, trying to find other producers to work with that can actually bring something different to the table, to bring something new, to bring something that's innovative that I've never seen out of my own self. So I'm just looking for that because right now I'm becoming as I start to grow in the industry, I'm starting to become more and more particular, and as far as production is concerned, I never my plan is to never make my project sound like the last one. I always want to make it sound better, make it different, make it innovative. One guy that actually mastered that I'm also a big fan of, that I haven't mentioned, that I would love to work with too, is Kanye West, because his music is so it's so out the box, but it's so different. I can't even remember an album that actually sounds like the last one from him, because he's always innovative in what he's doing. But to stay on track, but yeah, I'm pretty much in the studio working. Definitely, my manager got some new shows that he's starting to put together for me, and we're working on our webisode, The Rise of SKE. We had that. I'm pretty much documenting the life and times of SKE, me and the grind to the question. Also, right now we got an artist named Peter Jones that we're working on. He's a great artist too, probably one of my favorite artists in my own city right now. And so there's a few things that we got going on. I mean, it's so much I could tell you. I'd be here on the phone all day. But just to really give you the main things that we are doing, that's pretty much it.
Well, I'll tell you, it's making my head spin. Just like I said, when I read up on you initially, I was so blown away with all the things that you've got going on and all the irons in the fire and just how busy you are and how, in spite of it all, you're putting out music every time I turn around. I mean, it's just unbelievable. So I expect no less moving forward. I think it's going to be a lot of great stuff coming down the pipes for you. And, of course, anything new we get, we will definitely play it and feature it here. And so I'm just excited for you. I wish you the best of luck. I know you're going to have a great career ahead of you, and I believe you're going to be a household name sooner rather than later. Believe me. So
right. I appreciate it.
You are really moving and shaking in the world of music, and you're exactly what the world of music needs, I think, in my opinion. So best of luck to you. And I want to, say a huge thank you for being our special guest this evening.
No problem. Anytime. I just appreciate you supporting me, the whole SKE team, and really showing us a lot of love, because it's people like you that keep us going in this music industry. And whatever we be doing in the support, what you got going on, please let us know what we could do, because we're always looking to help the best way we can.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate that as well. Well, thank you. Enjoy the rest of your evening, and we'd love to have you back anytime, talk about anything new you got happening. Let us know how we can support you and continue to showcase you and let your music be heard to the world.
Okay, no problem. Have a good one.
All right, you too. Take care and have a great night.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. Ah, what a great, great person, Trel Mack. Awesome artist, and had a great time speaking with him for the last 30 minutes or so. And before we close tonight, I want to play one of the songs we were speaking about earlier in the interview, his song Dreams of a Winter, and this is actually featuring Shaun Chrisjohn, and so I'm going to play this for you now. I think you'll enjoy it.
Yeah, man. It's our time, man. Time to shine. Yeah. Feel me? Yeah. Yeah, I know I'm gifted. Sometimes it feels like I'm drifting. Ain't cause to the bottom of the sea, so I won't let go of my vision. Lost steps just to go that distance. In between making weird decisions. Real life interrupts in my dreams like real life don't see my existence. And they say, man, the sky's the limit. And I'm still trying to fly up in it. I don't smoke, but I feel so tempted. Roll it up, homie, let's get lifted. Y'all swear my mind is shifted. In a place where I just don't fit in. Just when y'all thought to end it, I showed the world beginning.
This is my time, gonna get my shine. I'ma take my place in front of the light, and I won't stop till I reach the top. You're witnessing the dream of a winner. Dream of a winner. Dream of a winner. You're witnessing the dream of a winner. Dream of a winner. Dream of a winner.
Yeah, yo, check it. Hey, yo, I look back and I was right there. Dropped it and left it right there. I swear this life don't fight fair. When Friday witness in my nightmares. No studio, no mic man. No tour, no hype man. No more music excitement. It's just me and my nightstand. I'm sleeping, dreaming, till I woke up with that right plan. So no more taking your advices. I know exactly how my life is. So I gripped it up with a tight fist. Confident with my dice is. And y'all can be indecisive. I know exactly where my mic is, yeah.
This is my time, gonna get my shine. I'ma take my place in front of the light, and I won't stop till I reach the top. You're witnessing the dream of a winner. Dream of a winner. Dream of a winner. You're witnessing the dream of a winner. Dream of a winner. Dream of a winner. You're witnessing the dream of a winner. I won't lose my focus. I won't drop the ball. I'ma go harder. I'ma give my all. This was given to me and nobody can take it away. You're witnessing the dream of a winner. Dream of a winner. Dream of a winner. You're witnessing the dream of a winner. Dream of a winner. Dream of a winner. You're witnessing the dream of a winner.
Yeah, man. This goes out to all the radio stations, the magazines that's been showing me love, man. All the producers, the engineers, they're making my sound quadruple platinum. Yeah, we go straight to the top this time around, man. Look out for us, okay? Alright, yeah. Yo, man, they tried to tell me I was falling off, so I had to come back with something quick. Y'all gonna hear me. You know my motto, inspired by greatness, man.
That was Trel Mack, and featuring, what did I say? I think Shaun Chrisjohn. I had it wrong. And that was his song, Dreams of a Winter. Absolutely love that and love the message and hope it says something to you as it did me. And he's just a great artist. So you can check out Trel Mack. You can follow him on Twitter at Trel Mack. And he also has a website of the same name. So check him out, support him. If you like his music, buy it. These indie artists, you know, they have to scrape and save to produce these albums. They are not backed by major record labels, so they do not have the resources that big mainstream artists have. So if you like their music, please support them and buy it. And so that is going to wrap our show for tonight. We want to thank again our special guest, Trel Mack, for being with us. And coming up on Wednesday night, we have Holly L. with us at 7 p.m. Eastern. She is actually a classically trained singer, but she is a pop singer with a little bit of R&B infusion mixed into it. Listen to her music. It's awesome. You are going to enjoy her. And her name is Holly L., and she'll be with us on Wednesday night at 7 p.m. Eastern. So hope you'll be right here for that. All right, that's going to wrap our show. Thanks so much for being here with us. We appreciate it. We love you. If you're brand new to our program, thank you and welcome aboard. We hope that you'll be back here again real soon. And with that, I will say take care all. Have a great night, and we'll see you back here on Wednesday. Good night.
Thanks for listening to tonight's show. You can connect with Jammin Jukebox Radio Show on Twitter at Jammin Jukebox or on Facebook at Jammin Jukebox Radio Show. Check out our website at thejamminjukebox.com. Also, follow us on Blog Talk, where you will be always up to date on every episode as we add it. Each episode is available for immediate download upon the conclusion of each broadcast, and as always, on iTunes. Thank you for joining us.